Okay, we are here. We are live with some more Pokemon Violet. Last time, we finally got the last shiny exclusive that we needed for Pokemon Violet, which was Paldean Tauros Aqua Breed. We also got lucky and found a shiny Dratini, or semi-lucky, I guess. Not like crazy lucky. The Tauros was incredibly hard to spot. I had odds are I've missed at least one of them, but we still have quite a few Herba Mysticas right now. I believe we have 21. That's right, they're higher up, aren't they? Yeah, so 10, 11, 18, 22, 30? Wait, for some reason I thought we were at like 21. Hang on, am I being dumb? Wait. 17, 18, 22... No, I guess we have 30. Okay, so we have enough for 15 Herba Mystica sandwiches. Okay, I thought we had to do a Terra Raids to get one more. I guess not. So we're pretty much just going to be trying to burn through these before we head back to Scarlet. Figured I'd take a look at the outbreaks. Mischief is actually kind of interesting. Although I'd probably be easier on an encounter power with it, to be honest. Tinkatink is also interesting. Although, once again, that might be easier as a encounter power sandwich. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a steel encounter power sandwich right now. And go for, we were looking a little last night at Pawniard and B-Sharp. I think we found out that the Bamboo Forest area is probably the best place for it with the steel encounter power. If I happen to get two B-Sharps, then we probably are going to want to move over to one place in the desert. Or in one of the deserts. There's a million of them. That spawns it because that is like primarily Pawniard. So, yeah, okay. We may as well just do I think we have the stuff for like one more encounter power sandwich. I may as well just do that. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with this then. We're just gonna see how it goes. We'll lead off with this and we'll go from there. Hopefully we get 2 or 3 in one attempt. Preferably 3, just to make my life easier, but realistically probably 2 is more feasible. So it is what? Salty and something? Salty and spicy. Okay, this is the last like simple one. We're gonna have to start crafting stuff in the online calculator after this. So, bonk, bink, all done. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, then there are also Chansey Terra Raids going on right now for an event. I don't think we're gonna worry about them too much, if at all. Maybe Scarlet I'll consider doing a few on tomorrow before we switch to Violet. Doesn't really benefit us that much. I guess it could be nice just to power up a few of the shinies before we transfer them over. We do have some to evolve. We'll see. Anyway. So yeah, we want to generally avoid a lot more of the water stuff because that will lead to not the spawns we're looking for. So, yeah, so B-Sharp I think will be incredibly easy to spot. I'm personally more worried about... I'm going to take up the static Amoonguss. I don't know if that does anything, but yeah, B-Sharp theoretically would be a lot easier to spot because it'll be bigger than Pawniard. But ideally we get Pawniard first and knock that out. Because we need that for the full evolution line. Which I think will be the goal. If we don't get all 3 that we need in this situation, I will have to see how I want to handle it from there. But, you know, we'll figure it out. Okay, there's a random low kicks for some reason. They tend to spawn pretty close to the edge. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Unless, are you static? Maybe you're static. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take out whatever I can I don't know if it actually has an impact on the spawn rate. It probably doesn't. But it's quick enough to beat him up, even if I feel mean. Yeah, so this water right here is the one that I think I'm trying to avoid. There's a lot of other things can spawn there, which, you know, is fine. But not ideal, because they're not going to be a steel type. Which, I mean, I guess on the crazy off chance we get 3 of them, I could go for Earthworm. I guess even if we don't, if we do another steel and counter power for this, I could always just go Earthworm as a hunt, which is something I very much want. Because I sort of have a mental list of, like, I don't know if dream shinies is the right word. But shinies that I would very much like to find. And yeah, Earthworm is on that list. I mean, we also have a bunch of Mystica and shit in Scarlet. So. Whatever I don't get in this game, I could probably get in that game. Yeah, the one downside to this area is it is a tiny bit laggy. It's not, like, horrendous. It's not Lake Casaroya levels, but it isn't ideal. But this place is just generally a better hunting spot than anywhere else for Pawniard and B-Sharp. Just much more consistent. Okay, a low kick spawned again. I don't know why. That's strange, but I'm not going to question it. Unless we see a Moongus again. Yeah, I'm a little worried about missing a shiny Pawniard. I don't think it'll be that bad. But sometimes when they're a little darker, it's harder to tell. Yeah, so I always have to kind of go over and look at all of them. Make sure I just get a good look at them. I probably don't need to go all the way up here. It's just going to lead to stuff spawning around the little bit of water. But I do what I want. I'm a rebel. That's not really what a rebel is, but you know what? I'm a rebel. I mean, we do see quite a lot here. It is limited a little by the frame rate. But that's okay. Yeah, that little water patch by the waterfall doesn't seem to spawn anything, thankfully. Unlike this water patch over here. Which is still even getting Scythers, I'm pretty sure. Not too many mons, so I'm not, like, that worried about it. I'm just doing what I can to not, you know, take up spawns with things that don't have the sparkling power boost, the steel. Because, yeah, we didn't want to do dark here just because a lot of low kicks would then spawn. Not that I'm against the shiny low kicks, it is a decent shiny, but it's just not, it's not an urgent want for me personally, so. Probably one day there's a chance we'll end up going for it. Would not be surprised. Not urgent. That's how we're bound to find one eventually. I mean, you know, we can't get unlucky, but I'm glad this isn't a Paldean Toro situation. Where it was even harder to spot than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes you see a shiny and you're like, oh, that's easier than I was expecting. Tauros was really one of those where, like, Pokemon Home's sprite of it made it look like it was going to be much easier to spot than it actually was. Especially at night. Which I guess is kind of a problem if I ever decide to go for the regular Paldean Tauros and the Blaze Breed one in Scarlet, but I'm not prioritizing that anytime soon. It is one of the less meaningful shinies. Like if I'm gonna go for the Scarlet exclusives, which I probably will. You know, I'm probably gonna start mainly with the Paradox Mons, just because they're the most interesting ones, and they're also just the most practical to use in raids or something. If I want to actually use them. So. I'm just surprised we haven't found one yet. Not that I think this game is training me to be impatient with shiny hunting. Besides the sparkling powers, we just get so many. I mean, like how we got like 3 Bagons in 20 minutes the other day. Because this area, while not like perfectly optimal, is definitely not a bad spot. So. Yeah, I'm not. I wonder which of the 3 I'm most excited to get a shiny of, just in terms of general aesthetic. Because yeah, I honestly wonder. I might be slightly more excited for B Sharp than King Gambit. Not for any like specific reason, just a general liking of B Sharp, and I feel like the shiny looks nice. But we'll see. We'll see when we find one. If we find one. I guess I could have looked up if they have recoil moves. That probably would have been smart to do before I started this, but I don't think they will. And if they do, well, oops. Tough shit, I guess. Damn, there. Maybe hiding a bit more, eh? I like how that B Sharp keeps spawning in the rock. It's like kind of consistent too, which is funny. Just the one rock. I guess if a Pawniard spawns in there, I'm never gonna know. But I mean, on the very off chance the B Sharp is shiny, I should be able to see and battle it without too many problems, so. Excuse me. Dang, we are seeing a lot of guys, and not a lot of them are the funny color. It almost feels like that B Sharp in the rock is a static spawn. Because I swear I keep seeing it there. Unless something's causing it to not despawn for some reason, but I don't know why. You know, everyone knows about the static. There's no B Sharp here. Okay. The static B Sharp in a rock spawn. Oh, there's the B Sharp. Okay, sure. Okay, I think this low kick's just like respawns or something weird. You guys do not want to show up. They're a little on the shyer side, apparently. Yeah, I mean, if we don't get the full line today, that's fine. Some level of variety in shiny hunting is nice. Ah, There's one! Oh, that looks really nice. That's a pretty shiny, too. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that feller. Okay, I'm gonna look it up real quick just to make sure it doesn't have any recoil moves. Okay, good zoom in on ya. Look at that. Should not, no. Okay. I am gonna have to fall swipe this for safety reasons. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just be catching all these in Great Balls because it matches the blue the nicest. So. That took a little longer than I would have thought, honestly, but that's okay. It happens. Cool animation. Yeah, I don't think there's any other Pokeballs that really fit. Because, like, Dive Ball is too bright, and that ball is too, like, cyan-y. I mean, the Luxury Ball is probably fine. But, you know. Just doing a general look around, just on the crazy chance. Yeah, I think that Great Ball just it matches too nicely. Right, yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think that's the right call. There's no, like, red on B sharp, but it's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. You just gotta get close enough when you can. Yeah. Got saving. We still got 17 minutes, basically. Okay, that wasn't as long as it felt like for... I don't know why it felt like it was long. I guess it's just, you know, riding around the same area over and over again. Okay, so fingers crossed the next one we get is a Pawniard, just because it makes our life generally easier. If not, it's not the end of the world. And yeah, if I end up only getting 2 of the shinies in this line, it is tempting to just do the regular ass encounter power without the Herba Mystica. Okay, then the Pawniards are spawning in the rock. Because I mean, it's not even that bad of odds per se. I mean, it probably wouldn't be worth it, to be honest. Like, I mean, given I can do Steel or Dark, depending on the situation, that does give me flexibility with the shinies. Although Dark, I have to do it at the lower level area, which isn't quite as good for just seeing a lot of spawns. It's not bad, but it's just not ideal. So, we'll see. It looks like it's starting to become day. Show me a Pawniard. That's blue. I mean, I guess that, I mean, a regular Pawniard's nice too. Not quite what I meant, but I mean, I guess it is kind of what I asked for. There's the fourth one. And then, yeah, that's somewhere we'll have to evolve the B-sharp as well. Which, a little annoying, but nothing we can't do. Just requires a tiny bit of effort. Oopsie doopsie whoopsies. And I definitely do have to get a thorough look every time there's a Pawniard. Just in case. Let's see. But yeah, no, the B-sharp shiny was very noticeable. Like, I feel like Pawniard should be pretty noticeable. I think it's gonna actually be easier in the day. Just because of the lighting. Don't know for certain, but I guess it doesn't need to be flawlessly accurate. There's what am I flawlessly? What am I trying to say? I guess I don't need to be, you know, correct that it's easier or harder during the night, as long as I spot it. That's all that really matters, is me noticing it. Fourth one? There it is. Yeah, usually there's the B sharp and the 4 poniards. There are occasions where it seems like that doesn't happen, but that requires some pretty like niche spawning conditions, like they spawn right next to the water or something. Then again, they might just be in the water, and I just don't see them. So, I don't know. B sharp, other B sharp, many, many B sharp. Yeah. I saw a Dragonair spawn and immediately made me go, what are the odds of me somehow finding an accidental shiny Dratini again? The answer is probably stupidly high now. Given we found 2 while we had Encounter Power Waters up. With just complete accident, not hunting it in the slightest. Which, hey, I mean, at that point I may as well go for the 3rd one, but... I just gotta... Actually, there is a really easy spot actually nearby that I could go for him. I would just need a backup plan, which, to be fair, Cyclozar works as a backup plan. There's gotta be somewhere where Altaria is the only dragon type, I feel like. But maybe not. I mean, I probably am better off hunting Swablu over Altaria if it's not an outbreak. But that's one that I very much want. We did get the random Swablu, which was pretty nuts. And yeah, we could always also rely on the date, like reset, skip, glitch, whatever you want to call it, to get outbreaks if I want to do it that way. There's something specific I'm looking for, if I'm just looking for a interesting option. Although I still generally think Encounter Power is the way to go when I can. Depends on the, you know, Pokemon, but... Still. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now it's been a little while since we found one. I mean, if we only find the one shiny, it's not the end of the world, obviously. At least a second would be nice. You know. I mean, it's all RNG, so... Just the luck of the draw. Thankfully, luck's on my side right now. Right now. No? No, I can't say I didn't try. That's okay, my prediction is offset by a non-specific amount of time, right? You'll know when it happens, because the shiny will appear. And it was all part of my offset shiny prediction, right? Is that I was predicting it to a secret amount into the future, where I would find the shiny. Yes, that's how that works. anyways. Now that I've gone through all the lying. Where are the shinies? Oh, wait. You make it wet? How? What? I've been very locked in on looking for one of these guys that's blue. We did get the one B sharp, but we're still only at one. I feel like we can get a second one. We're seeing quite a few spawn in. Me going up to this upper part is probably not super efficient, but it is where we found the first shiny, so may as well. You never know what you might find. Okay, I think the dream of getting all three of these in one run through is probably not looking too good right now, but that's okay. I think 2 is still pretty feasible, maybe? I don't know, we got like, what, 10 minutes? You know I like it when you do. What? What? I don't know if you know things very well. Yay. I don't know how much longer we have. 7 minutes, okay. You didn't even spell my name right. You say you know me, but then you don't even know how to spell my name. Also, that would just be impressive. I don't think I'd even have the accuracy to attempt that. Even if I wanted to. Like, maybe if I, like, hunched over. But not on my back. Like, if you're gonna make stuff up about me, at least be, like, practical about it. You know, like... Yeah, we gotta think about this logically. You know? Yeah, at that point you may as well start saying, like, that I know how to do, like, a quadruple backflip or something. Because both we know are lies, but at least one sounds cool. And I feel like it'd be easier to believe the quadruple backflip, if I'm being real. Okay, that's probably a lie, but still. Maybe just spread the lie about, like, a single backflip, which, I mean, theoretically I could do one of those if I was athletic enough. I can't, but, like, that lie sounds just believable enough. Okay, it's not really a normal question. normally, you know, like, you do normal social comments like, hi, nice to meet you. Here's what I did today. You know, what'd you have for lunch? Hey! Blue! And it's a poniard too. That makes my life a lot easier in the long run. Did I get the right one? Okay, B Sharp, you think you're so cool? You're like, oh, I'm gonna run up and bother you. There we go, lovely, lovely. We could just ball swipe first. You're a goofy looking guy. Yeah, so I think we'll just do Great Ball again. Who? Is that a person? I've never heard of that before. Is that something like Nightbot and a program? Go for the Great Ball. Might still have a couple minutes. It's not impossible to get the last shiny here that we need, but it's unlikely. But I'm pretty happy with 2 out of this. I mean, that's a pretty solid, you know, usage. One per Herba Mystica. Your skin looks so pale. No, I'm just very white. I don't get enough sunlight, probably. I think you're so cool, B Sharp. Also, it might just be, I don't know, it might be the lighting. I mean, I am very... Okay, sure, no, B Sharp, it's cool. I am very pale. Are you serious? Let me leave! God dang! It's okay, I'm just gonna... pray. Doesn't matter if we find a B Sharp or a Pawniard. If we do come back for shiny hunting one more, it'll probably be here as opposed to the other area. And given we have other steel types we could potentially go for, mainly Earthworm, but there's other things, probably. And I was like, yeah, there's like Q-Fant, but that's not really that, I mean, it's a decent shiny, but it's not like crazy high on my list. I'm trying to think, like, what other steel type shinies are there? I mean, I can always do the dark type way too, as I said. No fucking shot. Never mind. Holy shit, that was so fast. I don't know why we have like long periods where we don't get a shiny, and then suddenly we get like 2 back to back. Holy shit. Let's go. What the heck? Damn, that was like a minute left on the sandwich too. That's pretty crazy. What was the last thing I jerked off to? That's a great question. I think I just like put that in a diary? Like, Dear Diary, the day I jerked off to Big Tit McBoobin. Like, what? I don't memorize it. Four. Like, was it 2 guys, 2 girls, scat poo sex, or your girlfriend, your mom? Okay, yeah, both of those are words you put together. I don't even keep track of the category. I mean, like, there's a woman, probably? Does that help? Does that narrow it down? Yeah, I think the sandwich already. Wow, that was like crazy timing on that B sharp. I'm debating if I want to do the photos here or not, just because of the lag. Let me take a look around, see if there's a good spot. You get a photo of the pawn yard in B sharp. Yeah, I guess a tiny bit of lag will be fine. Have I jerked off to myself? How would I even attempt that? Oh wait, let's actually go heal first. You want me just to like look in it? Do you think I just like look in the mirror and then do it? Like, let's be real, I'm not that attractive. Nor am I into myself too much. Yes, you like. What do you think I do for fun? Like, I have like hobbies and stuff. I think. Okay, maybe I don't really have hobbies, but still, I do other things in my life. Where's this? I keep hearing you. Okay. Sometimes I troll. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, I know what sniff means, but I don't actually know what you are referencing when you say that. I'll be completely honest. I mean, given you seem to be obsessed with poop, I'm going to assume it has something to do with that, but beats me. Anyway, wholesome time. Let's look at our little silly guys. Pull out our B sharp. Oh, you are such a pretty shiny. I don't know, I really like B sharp. It really grew on me fast after using it in the white and white 2 Nuzlocke when I did those. This is the little oh. And it's got its very scary. It's not very scary, but very, very scary. Feel a little snoozy up in here. Right, plop him down right on the butt. You run around real quick. Oh yeah, look at it go. It's on a mission. It is a funny little run, I like it. Oh yeah, so true, buddy, so true. Okay, let's pull out Pawn here, take a look at that. You are also quite pretty. The blue does look really nice on them. It's just a generally nice shiny. Oh yeah, look at that. Kerchow! Okay, I gotta keep adding sound effects apparently. You also sit on your butt. Very goofy. What? I'm awake. I wanna see your little run. A little like Naruto run. That's cute. That's goofy. Like the little samurai feller. Oh yeah, look at that. He cut with his hands. And his head. Crazy. He's a big old knife guy. Let's put all 3 in the party real quick and get a photo for my girlfriend. I think doing it that way is easier as opposed to sending 2 separate B-sharp photos. I was gonna say, oh yeah, both the B-sharps ended up being female. Let's take a look at these guys real quick. Oh wait, hang on, let me remove the not shinies also. Nailed it. Have you ever sniffed your brown puma? No, I only sniffed the green ones. Has your finger gone through the toilet paper? Do you have like normal questions? Like do you suck on the? Okay, I can't show you it very easily. There is no way it is fitting in my mouth. Anyway, let's say hello to these fellers. We can recall Huntmobile. Oh yeah, look at them. I guess this one is definitely a little bit bigger than the other one. We can whistle them over, I think. The way they all make the noise. Okay, okay, geez, chill. Hang on, oh, I can't go any further. Wait. No, wait, I gotta get the photo now. Stop moving. Okay, well, that makes my life easier. Wait. And it woke up, never mind. Wait. Okay, you can't actually see the other one. Oh, I can't call it if I'm in the camera. Wait. This is not working at all. Oh, it's fell asleep. This is way too wide of an angle, isn't it? Oh, wait. Perfect, I got them all. It sort of counts. Where'd the lanyard go? Oh, there you are. Let's see. Is there a better way to do it? Maybe ZR? Oh, wait. Oh, I threw the ball and it distracted him. Wait, I gotta get a phone from my girlfriend. No, they ran away! I couldn't click onto the screen to get the print screen in time! Okay, this is definitely not the most pleasant photo. Actually, this is okay. Oh, look at it go! Oh, it's barreling! Very funny. Okay, I did get all three of them in a photo. Yeah. Okay, I managed to get all three in one screenshot. Okay, now they're all gone. Okay, I don't know what you're even saying there. Where are the other ones at? Where'd they go? Yeah, at some point we'll have to evolve them. There's gotta be a better way to, like, screenshot multiple of these guys. Real quick, let's do a quick title check out of curiosity. Uncommon. Okay, nothing crazy. A second one? Cloudy Mark. We take it! Not bad. Hey, I mean, 2 out of 3 having titles is quite nice. And we're guaranteed to get a King Gambit title. Cool. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure what exactly I want to go for next. There's definitely many options. I kind of wanted to take a quick peek just because the outbreaks worked out. Really well. Tink is tempting, and so is... I feel like both of those I could do with Encounter Power without too many issue, though. I want to take a look at the locations, because that would determine how good they are. Tink, this might actually be an okay spot, because it might be in a spot where not much else could spawn. Kind of curious. And as much as I love the Skiddo, I already have both that shiny Skiddo and Go-Go, just by random spawns in a Scarlet, so... Blue. Actually, could this area work for Swablu shiny hunting? If I were to put on flying power? No, I think there's Corviknight and stuff up here. Or not Corviknight, Rookity. Nah, I don't think this is gonna work that well. I think being counter power would just be easier. This Braviary is going sicko mode. I think there's just too many other things that could spawn. Nah, it's just too awkward. I definitely could see myself going for the Tinkaton line. I just don't think this is the way to do it. I can take a quick peek at Mastiff, just out of curiosity. See, I've been sometimes going for the picnic reset Shiny hunts, it sort of just gives a little versatility to it all. You know, the more option, or you know, switching methods a little bit, and just keep it fresh. But I was thinking something. I was pulling up the sandwich calculator because I feel like I'm gonna need that in a moment. Probably should sell my Gimagools soon. My Gimagool coins. I'm not sure where exactly this is. Well, I see how I missed this item at least. Yeah, I saw the Wooper and Clodsire would be another nice shiny line to go for. Not the urgent priority or anything, but is an option. Okay, so Rufflet's here. I'm sort of like keeping an eye on Swablu spawns. Oh, I gotta go back this way more. Just because it would be nice to find a another one. We'll see. I'm sure there's somewhere for either... It could be Swablu or Altaria, given we already have Swablu. Yeah, this is not quite right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could just... Oh, is this really where it's at? I'm pretty sure I could just run through one of the early areas with the Dark Encounter power. Oh, it's over here. Actually, could this work? I don't think there's a way to isolate it enough. Let's try this. Oh, Bridget sent me a message. Oh, shiny family. Hit him with the old yeah, hee hee. Let's see, what does this look like? Okay, what else spawned? Oh, they can spawn over there. Yeah, this is not gonna work, is it? Like, the spawns aren't even... Like, I'm getting a decent bit of them. I'm just thinking counter power's easier. Okay. So I think next up, I want to go. I talked about it. I had it as a backup plan, but didn't get it. I want to get That's toxic. For some reason, I thought that was a shiny fucking Murkrow. 2 Sandy-Gas, but I need another Ghost type option because I'm gonna do Ghost for that because it's just way more consistent. I'm pretty sure than Ground. I mean, I could do a run around just to make sure. I mean, I feel like Ground has more options for things to shiny hunt if I happen to get both of them. I just want to have options. Because otherwise, what? There's like the Shuppet line, but a lot of this I don't know what spawns only at night is the problem. Like, I don't know how many ghost types there are that spawn during the day. And there's gotta be, I guess, Graveyard Houndstone could work. I guess if there's no ground types here... Not really. I mean, I don't know if, like, Shello spawns here. I should go more through the middle. Ground might actually work fine here now that I'm seeing it. I don't know what my backup ground Pokemon is, but I feel like there's definitely more wiggle room in that regard. I'm just doing a couple of laps just to see. I can always just reset if it turns out that that's not really an option, so... Okay, I'm not really sure what my backup in either case is. For ground or ghost. What might ground backup be? I guess I can just start looking at the decks real quick. I might have set it with save and reset just to see if that helps with the tiny bit of lag we're getting. Okay, let's take a look. Let me just see if there's anything that calls out to me. I mean, odds are we wouldn't have time for more than one. I mean, Wooper and Clodsire might be the only ground types in, like, the swamp area. I could try to get another Fanfy or Dawn Fan. That one's pretty nice. Diglett Duck. Oh, Numal Camera. That would actually be a good one. I just need to figure out where we're doing that. Let me see. Anything else here call out to me? There's Bramblin and Brambleghast. Sinistea I would do, but I think that's just going to be too much of an eyesore. Sandile I think is way too hard in this part of the... It'd be much easier to do that in the DLC. I'm not going for Frostlass. Yeah, okay. Let me take a look real quick for ground type. I think there's multiple places I could do it. I think around this area would work pretty well. But I have to confirm there's no other ground types. Because if there is, we'll go to plan B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm also curious if it's the only fire type, too, now that I think about it. Because there's a fire type, which might be the next goal of mine, and it's only one Pokemon. If not immediate next goal, it's one of my probably goals before I, run out of Mysticas. We're not looking for Luxray. Let me just scoot past this area. Ground or fire here. This isn't the best spot to do this. Where is... Ah, okay, so there's ground. I mean, I do have to keep a closer eye on Numel. Numel's a little trickier to spot the shiny. It's not terrible, but... it could be better. Okay, I'm here, not that I should. The game knows not to tempt me. I was gonna say, I think we need to buy more picks soon for sandwiches. Oh. Okay, sure. That's the first time I got one of those, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any other fire or ground types. Granted, I haven't seen that many Numel Camera up to begin with, but... It is spawn around. Okay, so there's fire types. Not that I'd be against Houndour or Houndstone. Just not optimal. Oh, do I want to fight that? I kind of do now that I saw it. I guess I can fight it. Yeah, I think it's the only ground type around here. Water type? So, okay, we have Thunder Punch, we're fine. Not that I need more Herba Mystica, but it tempted me. Excuse me. Okay. Might as well go for this, because you resist bug and fire's neutral. Intimidate probably does not achieve anything. Oh, fuck you! Did not consider the burn, huh? I guess that's on me for not being aware of a fight or a fire type having Will-O-Wisp. Might as well just do the heal up. High horsepower bite and scary face. Scary face is actually pretty helpful. What am I gonna get hit by? Ah. Okay. Sunny day. Doesn't really impact me. Let's get a Drain Punch. We want to make sure we have as much HP as possible. This thing doesn't have too much physical bulk, I don't believe. So. Hair Orb Charge is perfectly fine. No burn, please. I'm gonna go for a Thunder Punch. Just get as much damage in. Yeah, that was probably the right call. We're probably okay to not even worry about either belly drumming or... Well, I guess we should probably heal the burn at least. Let's see, it might not reset our stats. If it doesn't, we're golden. It probably will, though. That's also a bit scary. No me gusta. I'm just gonna hit it with a Thunder Punch, because it didn't reset our stats. That did quite a lot for resisting. Okay. I'm gonna Drain Punch. This is a little risky of a situation. I probably could be doing this a little bit better, but it's fine. The fact that it didn't clear our stat buffs is the only thing keeping me running here. There's no reason to even Terra. So I guess if we get a Herba Mystica, that's going to be kind of awkward, but if we get two, though, we're balling. Wow. Excuse me. Cool Pokemon. Oh yeah. Nope, nothing of value. Cool, cool. Makes my life easier. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we're gonna get some nighttime ominousness for the beach section here. Let's do a save and reset. We'll then make the sandwich recipe and we'll jump in. Hopefully my eyes don't get too tuckered out. That would be the one nice thing about doing like a outbreak. Or I can just like do a reset method. Is it would it's better for the eyes. It's a better eye resetter. Anyway, okay. Save in. Do a reset just on the off chance it helps. While it's booting up, I can already pull up the sandwich calculator. So we're just looking for... Oh, I guess I need to know what Herb and Mystica we're using. Hang on. Never mind. Because that has an impact on what we do here. Hang on. We gotta see. I think we do double sweet. But I'm not confident. Well, I think we have the most sweet lying around. Probably should just write down what we have. Probably make my life a hell of a lot easier in the long run. Okay. But, okay. Clearly I'm being scammed. Okay. Well, we'll roll with the double sweet. Should be the pink one, right? Yeah. Double sweet. We're looking for encounter. Encounter ground. Okay. Are we able to just go boom, 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 boom? Okay, it doesn't like all the ham. Okay, I mean this is just chaos, but sure, fuck it, we ball. Counterpower ground? I mean, I don't need to be that efficient with it. I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sweet, sweet. You know, you don't have to do it well, you just have to do it. Okay, so we're just gonna put all of our ham in one spot. I like how it stacked them like this. I didn't really quite realize it did it like that. I don't like how bouncy this is. Uh-oh. I'm getting smaller. Uh-oh. 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 Hopefully the sausages don't just like roll off. Oh, that's not good. Okay, it's still on it. Still on it. Wait. Wait. Okay, okay. Woo! Woo! This is the worst fucking thing! Barely hanging on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, at about it's 10:45 or 10:44, so by 11:15 is when the damage will run out. That way I don't have to keep checking, and it's also really just easy time to remember. Okay, we got encounter power ground, baby. Yeah, we're going for 2 sandy ghast, and then if we happen to get those, we'll go for Numel. Yeah, this should be very easy to spot, because it's like black. I mean, it's like, you know, this should be a very easy shiny to spot. I guess I kind of just have to hug the outer bit, even though it spawns a few Pokemon around me. I'm like, what's the most efficient way to just do this? Well, yeah, the issue is if we're not getting that many of them... What are the spawns that I am getting? We're definitely not seeing like 15 at a time, it feels like. I mean, I technically could do like a picnic method or some shit, but I don't think that's more efficient. Yeah, because I feel like well, I mean, I'm seeing a decent bit at a time. I mean, ideally we're seeing all 15, but I don't think it's gonna work like that exactly, unfortunately. Yeah, just if I'm not going very close to the edge, I have to kind of watch both outward and inward. Which, I mean, doable, but scarier, I guess. A little bit more risky to miss one. Although if I'm seeing significantly more spawns as a result, in the long run it's probably better. Yeah, if we're getting less spawns that are in the water and not sandy gassed, that does help. Oh shit, I can't fall swipe this. I guess I could just put it to sleep. It's not like a super high level. We'll see how the first one goes. I could always soak them, probably. They have water compaction. I think that does. You still take damage, I think, with water compaction. That's also an ability that's in the game, and that's just not like a radical red thing that I'm being stupid about, right? So I would not be surprised. I'm pretty sure it's a real ability. That like boosts defense if you get hit by a water move. You still take damage. So it's just not that good on a Pokemon weak to water. Especially when water, I think, tends to be a more special attack. Anyway. Nothing yet, although it did take a while for B Sharp to stop being so shy. So trying to find like the right distance from the water to maximize sandy gas and minimize other spawns. And also still make sure that things that need to be despawned are despawning. That's the other issue. If things that need to despawn aren't despawning, then you know that kind of is a problem. Can't wait to find shiny Magikarp first. Yeah, there's a few in the middle that seem to have a little bit of trouble despawning. Why am I seeing so many water types? Not to like a problematic extent, I don't think. But enough of an extent that I'm noticing it. It takes the middle ones a while to despawn. Jeez. I don't know, maybe there is a world where the picnic method would actually be better. If I go right in the middle, I mean, I have to do like a 360 though every time I do it. Probably 2 to make sure they all spawn in. There's not like a good spot I can see that would let me see the whole beach. Or like, that would only spawn things in front of me. So I think I just gotta have faith that this is gonna work. For the man with no faith whatsoever. Hello. Yeah, we're still getting a lot of not. I mean, I feel like we're still seeing a decent bit. Like, I don't know. I just sort of am doubting the efficiency of this route, but there's not really a better way to do it. So. Yeah, even there we're getting like Skiddos. That's kind of the issue with this. But like, I don't know what would be faster. If I didn't have to like spin in a circle, I'd probably go with the picnic method. But every time I do that, I have to spin around looking. Not that I don't have to do that somewhat already, but... Okay, why did that spawn there? I guess maybe something has a small chance of being at the tree, guaranteed. That overrides the type spawn. We're bound to find one eventually. I hope. I go a little bit without finding one, and I start doubting my entire existence, LMAO. Items just respawn. That won't distract me in the slightest. For the guy who is easily distracted by items. I gotta be getting close to one, statistically, right? I don't know where that Cyclozar thinks it's going. Wah! Okay. I to get my Waluigi noise in there, apparently. We gotta do the thing where we say something funny in it. Because I say something funny, like, the game spawns one in. That's just how it works. That's right, they don't like the rain, do they? If it doesn't prevent me from getting them, I don't really... Other than the part where it's kind of sad. I mean, I guess if it causes the rain causes them to despawn, the shiny probably won't do that. Given the like Hop-Ip Drifloon, you know, thunderstorm mechanics where they don't get blown away. And how Dratini didn't even seem to go under water. Shiny one. I don't think that makes this any more efficient, but... I just don't think it's gonna... I don't think it's gonna hurt efficiency. And given they still seem to be spawning at the same rate... It should be fine. It is hard to think of things to commentate while I just ride in circles. Not like there's much to discuss. I mean, I could generally talk about the shinies I'd ideally go for next, but even that's kind of not super purposeful meaningfulness. Doesn't really get me anywhere. Yeah, we're about halfway through the sandwich almost, so... I mean, if I get just one, I'm not going to complain. I do want both in the evolution line, but... You know, I mean, a shiny Perhura Mystica is still not, like, that bad by any means. Especially when it's the shiny you really want. Although 2 is always nice. Then again, I mean, it kind of just evens out in the grand scheme of things. Because, yeah, we got 3 in the... They're going for the B-sharp Poniards just now, and then we got, like, the 3 Bagons, so... You know. That's okay. The shiny ones are a little shy in this case. I think they're beautiful. You know, they don't need to be shy. They think maybe they feel a little bad because they look a little funny. But I think they look pretty cool. You know, I don't think they should be ashamed of what they look like. I think they should show off. They should flaunt their unique beauty. Okay, come on out now, shiny, please. Show up! Up here, damn it! No, okay, that didn't work. I don't know, I probably just have to say something wacky to get it to show up, like, I don't know. Joe Biden testicles! Ooh! Does that work? Am I gonna have to include Joe Biden testicles in a clip now? You know, honestly, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe I thought that was too, like, forced. I guess sometimes the funniness has to come naturally. You can't force a funny shiny to appear. I don't know what to say, though, that... Yeah, I guess when you're aware that that's when they spawn, it's harder to make it natural. This is just getting awkwardly meta. Oh yeah, speaking of shiny Pokemon, there's the Vanillite Pokemon Go Community Day comes up on Sunday, which is a very nice shiny line. They're all pink. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be very good in Pokemon Go. At least I mean, they are getting the move Avalanche, which is new, but I don't think that makes them like that good for like raid battles. I don't know about PvP. I don't really do very much PvP in Pokemon Go. I'm much more into the PvE aspect of it all. You know, it's a nice shiny because I hopefully will get 6 so I can get the full Evo in Pokemon Go and in Pokemon Home. I pretty consistently am usually able to get enough for 2 full lines if I commit to the day hard enough. Because the spawns are pretty common. I don't know what the exact odds are, but they're pretty common. Plus, if you get to an area where there's just like a lot of them spawning, you can kind of just quickly click on all of them to see if they're shiny, and then run away if they're not. That's more of a, oh shit, there's only 15 minutes left in the community and I still need multiple of them. But, you know, it gets the job done. And yeah, I have a stockpile of berries in Pokemon Go that's just kind of been building that I don't have much use for. So even if I don't think they're gonna be like great for battling, I'm probably just gonna end up using a bunch of pineapple berries on them anyway. Not that it hurts to have extra candy for Pokemon. Now Sandy Gas doesn't want to appear because I'm boring it to death. They're like, ugh, we don't care, shut up. Nerd, loser boy. Funniest reason to not find a shiny. They just find you annoying. They're just like, yeah, I don't want to show up for this guy. He's kind of he's a pain in the butt. Like, he's uninteresting, unfunny, ugly. Just a real big crybaby loser baby boy. So, yeah, no shinies for you. Bye-bye. But yeah, we did, I think, spend a good, like, 10 minutes shiny hunting Sandy Gas after we did... I don't think it was Mischievous. I think it was, like, Dreepy. And did not get lucky then either. So, I don't know. Maybe it's the method. Maybe my my route here. Because it was a pretty similar... I mean, it might have been going in the other direction, but it was still circling around the whole beach. I don't know, maybe it's a flaw in my methodology here. Maybe the picnic would be better. I mean, if we don't find any before the sandwich runs out, then when I come back, I'll probably just picnic. Okay, we've had a shockingly little success. Not like a huge deal or anything, just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Either that, there's been multiple that have spawned behind me. Chance is unfortunately not 0. It's not high, but not 0. Actually, it might be higher than I'd like. It's hard to say how many are spawning behind you at any given moment. It doesn't seem like it's that many. Yeah, apparently Sandy Gas was just not meant to be at the rate we're going. Womp womp, am I right, gamers? Because, well, we got 10 minutes? Wow, that was a voice crack. I mean, 10 minutes is enough to at least find one. I mean, it's enough time to even find 2 if we're lucky. You know, the amount of times we've had one spawn and then another one spawn, like, very shortly after is surprisingly high. So not an impossibility. The one problem with not really knowing what else to do other than shiny hunting in this game is that after a while it does sort of get tiring on the eyes. Just a lot of, like, intense staring. That is the one thing I do like about the picnic method. Albeit I think it's a little less interactive. It's a lot less intensive on the eyes. Because you get, like, you know, moments of break. Ah. Yeah, I feel like we've seen quite a few. I'm almost surprised at this point we haven't found one, but, I mean, it's not like that absurd. It just feels that way because this game slowly conditions me into thinking shinies are super fast, which, I mean, they are, but... And this game, it's so much easier, it feels like, to hunt down a specific Pokemon that you want. Like, Legends Arceus, a lot of it feels just like you kind of just get what you get. I mean, there's some control, but... Then again, I haven't really intentionally hunted anything in Legends Arceus. I kind of just go with the flow of it. I mean, there are a few Pokemon that I don't have that would be interesting to try to hunt down specifically, because you just do outbreaks over and over again, or, you know, and only go for what you're looking for. It ends up being a little more wasteful of supplies, but... Well, not even. You're just doing a lot of resets. You kind of have to, I mean, you could fly around, but that's longer. You pretty much every time you use a guava berries, you have to reset. I don't know. Kind of a nothing problem. Yeah, given we haven't found any, I'm almost have been just resetting now to give a higher chance of getting 2 in one set. Given I only have, I think, what, 5 or 6 minutes? But I think I'll just let it ride. If I happen to only get one, it's whatever. Because yeah, Numel and Camerupt, especially Camerupt, is very high on the lists of wants anyway. So there's enough backup wiggle room that works out. It's not like, well, I just, you know, use 2 Hermesicas and I have 25 minutes and I have nothing to hunt. So it could be a lot worse. Granted, I could always, even if I get 1 in this game, I could always get the second in Violet, or not Violet, Scarlet. So. I was gonna say, we'll get back to Scarlet. We should just, there's that shiny Sparkling Power 1 sandwich you could buy from the Blueberry Academy. That's like, what, like 200 BP or 150 BP, something like that. I'm like, it would be fun to just buy that and just wander. Because, like, even just kind of wandering or using just Encounter Power, we've had pretty good shiny luck. So just to get that little extra boost, whatever it is, I should really just look up the actual shiny odds in this game. But I haven't. I'm sure I've heard him a couple times, but do not remember I guess we just kind of had bad luck with Sandygast. Debating if that means I switch to something else for the time being or what, but once we finish this. Because yeah, we'll have time for probably one more Encounter Sandwich, or Sparkling Encounter Power Sandwich worth. probably go into the game's time and turn on the auto, or not the game, but the systems. Turn back on the auto time. That way the game doesn't refresh the outbreak mons early. Not that it matters right now, but it would be good to fix that. Just in case, you know, the future. I think if we don't get it here, I will probably just take a break from Sandygast hunting. I'll probably take a quick BRB break after this anyway, just to give my eyes a sec to recuperate from just, like, intense focus. Oh. Oh, shit. Yeah, I think I end up getting too scared to like, look at chat. Not, like, you know, like, to look away for more than a brief moment. Which is not great for my eyes. I don't know, yeah, it's like you can only do... I feel like I can only do like 2 encounter powers worth of a day before my eyes go, nah, I'm done, chief. Which then leaves me with the question of, what do I do now? I don't have an answer to that, by the way. I mean, at some point I need to do Legends Arceus stuff for Scarlet. And I mean, the boxes are organized and shit. Like, I honestly could. Although I think I want to do like one more day of Scarlet stuff before I hop into Legends Arceus. There's like a minute left on this. I think we'll know when it runs out, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, we might have to try the picnic method on this at some point. Because I don't know. I don't know if the circle method is bad. It's just we haven't had the luck I would like with it. Can't wait to find it in the last 2 seconds. It's gotta be just about out, if not out. Okay, yep, there we go. Okay. I'll do a reset. That was a little unfortunate that we didn't get anywhere with it, but oh well, it is what it is. Let me quickly fix the time as I said I would. If that resets outbreaks or something, so be it. Oh man. Yeah, my eyes are tired. I probably can't do any more shiny hunting today, admittedly. At least not via this method. I'll probably take a quick break here. We'll go from there. I'll just put us in the picnic to have something to look at. Once we get there. Excuse me. Oof. Yeah, I need something a little less focus intensive. Okay, I'm gonna be right back in a couple more months, and then we'll go from there. So, BRB. I have a guide here. Here we go. Oh, one moment here, hang on. Okay, hang on. Oof. Okay. So I was gonna say, I could do Blissey raids if I really wanted to. I don't think it'd be super productive, but I could. Because, yeah, I'm just debating if I want to do, that, or if I'm better off. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Probably not in Scarlet. I'd have to switch games, I think. I mean, no, they're not Violet. Well, I could go. I'd have to probably play something in Scarlet instead of Violet, most likely. So I can organize my Pokemon home boxes. No. I mean, I could, but that's very uninteresting. I was using this as an excuse to rest my eyes for a few moments. Oh boy. Me paranoidly checking every Tauros if it's shiny now. It's like, god dang, that one was so hard. This shiny one we found was absurdly hard to notice. Okay, didn't know you were here, buddy. Buddy Bucko. We were just chilling, we were just watching what was happening. Nope, this one's not shiny. I can confirm that. I almost ran right into the Oinkologne again. Oh boy. Ooh. I'm not really, I'm just kind of wandering now. I mean, I could do a different shiny hunt. I mean, I could try again. I don't know, I'm debating. Yeah, I feel like I probably need to have a secondary plan. I kind of am right now at a point where I feel like I want to get rid of all these Herma Mysticas. Before I can kind of nicely switch over to something else. But the problem is I probably am not at a point where I can shiny hunt more than like 2 Herma Mysticas worth of stuff before I need a break. So it's a little bit of a tricky spot. I mean, it's not like I'm required to use all the Herma Mysticas. I mean, technically I could even try to trade them over to Scarlet, although I don't know if I want to be bothered. Still haven't gone insane, that's good. Yeah, a little... I haven't gone insane, although my eyes are a bit tired. I'll be honest in that regard. After, yeah, like an hour of doing shiny hunts. Because the first one went really well. I got a Poniard and 2 B-Sharps, and then the second one I went for Sandygast, and it just got absolutely nothing. So I'm kind of just wandering a little to refresh my, my eyes. I'll probably have a chance for one more. Not that I really want to do any more Arrow raids. But no, I'm hanging in there. To enough of an extent. So I guess I'm just taking a giant lap of refreshing. The wonderful idea tactic thing. Whee! Give me gold. Wait, which way am I going? This way? No, wait, I think I'm not exactly where I thought it was. That's fine. I guess I'm gonna make my way over and do Sandygast again. I want to try it with the picnic method just to see if that seems to be better. Worst case, we just reset after 10 minutes when it doesn't work. I could probably speed over there now. The rain stopped. That was my one method of stalling, was being like, "Oh, the rain's up." I don't know. With the given I'm stalling a bit, I don't know, maybe I've gone a tad crazy, or I'm just doing this to keep myself sane. One of the two. Beep. Actually, I gotta go for the Hoppip line of shinies. They're cute. They're goofy little fellers. Which is my crippling weakness. Cute little fellers. Did I see that in there? I did. Just to poke it all out. Oh. I was just looking for the items. Okay, so let's say I were to do it like... Here, we'll do a save. We have the absurd sandwich recipe of death. So yeah, this will require me to basically do like a 360. But yeah. I don't know why, but every time you launch out a clip, I just find it so fun. You know, you just gotta go for it. You know, who cares about accidentally breaking all your bones in your legs? Or just in your entire body? Who needs them? I guess it's not me taking the impact, so... Makes it a little easier, I guess. Okay, so hopefully this goes decently. Last time it got a little sketch. I'm gonna try to place these just a little bit smarter. Also, okay, at least I can kind of see the bread. I mean, that was not a very smart placement, but whatever. Oh, yeah, no, it's going great. Okay, so there's a bit of a reflection. Just a little bit of light glare. I might be the only one who can notice the brightness because it's very subtle. Is that a bunch of rice this time? Yeah, I mean, still kind of a crazy sandwich, but at least its ingredients you put with the sandwich don't fall off last second. Ta-da! Oh my god, we're good. It didn't fall off. You've been traumatized since the rice sandwich, yeah. You know, it's a little bit better. I mean, it's still pretty horrendous, but it's better. Ish. Okay, let's see how this goes. A Tasty Rack Original. I heard someone else I can think about how's they react if I asked for rice. Yeah, that would definitely be a confusing one. That'd be a confusing order. I'm sure they've heard worse. I'm sure everything they've heard is worse. Huh. Yep, there's a bit of a problem. Move just slightly this way. Okay. Yeah, just to avoid that hill. Yeah, well, picnic method, a little more boring. A lot less painful on the eyes. So I get moments to look around. I probably only have to spin once if I'm being real. Or do like, I don't know if there's like a 40, 80 or something. Wrong button. So. I don't know if this is more efficient than going in circles. I mean, at least I don't have to worry about them spawning behind me, I guess, without me noticing them. Yeah, there's still that hill there. I mean, it's fine. As long as I'm not spawning anything in the water, it makes things better in the long run. Yeah, I wonder if I should try to do like a back and forth thing where I run around and then I do the picnic like for each sparkling power thing. Just because I feel like I might give my eyes the break they need in between. I mean, I feel like this method's typically better for outbreaks. Which, I mean, I can hunt for specific ones, but it definitely works generally for just regular encounter things, too. Depends on the Pokemon and the like location. I think this location actually is a little more privy to it because, you know, you either like spawn or like you have to go close to the water to really clear out the middle area, but then you get stuff that is not sandy gas, so you go inner more, and then you get stuff kind of spawning on both sides of you. And then the middle ones despawn less. Like, it's kind of... There's not, like, a great loop. Even most of them seem to be spawning on this side anyway. I mean, yeah, because the most efficient way of doing the picnics is where a way you don't have to look around, is like, at all. But, you know. I'm probably spinning around more than I need to. They're probably so mad, they're like, oh, it's Piggy Food time, just need to call them back and repeat that every few seconds. Yeah, they're probably like, yay, free from the ball. No, I'm still stuck in the ball. They're just very confused. Then again, I feel like after the 5th time it happens, they're like, they just kind of expect it. Oh, yep, he's doing it again. More of this again. Maybe Sandagas does not like me. The reason they walk close to you is they're gonna beat you up. They're gonna beat you up and make you stop. Yeah, you know, hey. Yeah, it's actually a strength training method. I'm making them stronger because they have to fight me to get me to stop being annoying. Yeah, so this is definitely not it hasn't gotten me anywhere yet. I shouldn't say it's worse or anything. You know, I guess if it saves my eyes a little bit of strain, even if it's a little less efficient, it's probably worth it in the long run. That's... You know what? At least I don't have to be concerned about me not seeing it because it's a subtle shiny. It's not Paldea and Tauros again. I don't have to be paranoid that I'm missing it. Yet. No. If I can't find it to save my life, then I can start getting paranoid. We'll get there. We'll get there. All we need is one. Get 2 shinies. You know? Oh, Tyranitar tried to stick around a little longer there. Like, no! I probably should have checked the, when I started the sandwich, so I would actually have a close idea of when this was going to run out, so I could keep an eye on that, but whatever. Actually, I could just check. 23 minutes, okay. Oh yeah, so it's like basically just like 12. Clock my time. And I'm back to hitting the wrong button. Do you dream about shiny? Like, do you have nightmares of finding no shinies and you search for them so much? Honestly, not yet. I mean, I occasionally will get like dreams just generally about Pokemon. But shockingly not too much. Then again, I don't think I remember a lot of my dreams that well. So, who knows? Maybe there's more that I don't remember. But I think I tend to get dreams more about games that I haven't played in a long time. Like I feel like a week ago I had like an Overwatch dream, and I haven't played Overwatch in like I haven't played Overwatch 2 at least in like a year or something, probably longer. So I don't know why it happens like that sometimes. I don't even think I was like thinking about it or anything. It was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this in here for fun of it. I keep swearing I see a shiny Sandygast out of the corner of my eye on the left side every time. Maybe there's something wrong with my eye. Too much focusing. Just have a nightmare about shinies who have subtle changes. Did you make a mistake with letting you just staring at like 25 hours looking for like they might be shy? Honestly, I don't need to dream about that. I experienced that while awake. Oh boy. Oh, there's one! Finally! Woo! Okay! Let's go! Whew! That took a while. Oh, it's such a nice shiny. Yeah, we're just gonna put it to sleep and then we're just gonna start eating balls. Yeah, really, look at that. Oh, gorgeous shiny. Mwah. Okay. I think we go luxury ball here. I mean, Ultra Ball's not even bad because it matches the shovel, kinda. But I think luxury ball matches just a little better. Everyone can rest for more than 5 seconds. Yippee! Ugh. Found that for long. We're going back to picnic hell. Yeah, and so we still got about 20 minutes too. Yeah, I don't have to be in the exact same spot, but close enough. I can tweak it if I need to. Okay. Hey, will we get the second one nice and quick? That would be pretty sick. I guess I'm rhyming now. I'm gonna move slightly up, I think. Yeah, they're playing Arceus. Dear Arceus, please give him his shiny so we can sleep. Yeah. Hey, if I get one more, then I'm going around, just doing a running around method for another Pokemon, so... That would in fact be the case. Now the question becomes, where will shiny show up. If it does. I know they exist. They're not a myth. So there's that. They are real. I don't know how, you know, how long it'll take to get another one. Honestly, the fitting method does seem pretty consistent in even doing like 360s. I mean, it's very terrain dependent, obviously, but it definitely can work pretty well. That is good to know. Maybe we'll have to go with this a little more. I don't know, I might need a talking point because the gameplay is even less interesting, but I need to start doing social commentary. Become like a politics channel. I don't know, but like not even like interesting politics, just like really boring ones. I don't know what that means, but you know. Or I could be one of those like gaming reactionary channels that just complains a lot, calls everything woke. That could work. I'm sure I could do that for 3 hours straight and wouldn't lose my mind. I don't know, I'd have to keep Googling what the new woke game is, though. That would take too much effort. I don't want to research that. I guess I could just make stuff up. I guess I could just lie. That'd be fun. I can become a political channel, but just like lie about everything. I don't know why, but every time I look around for the Pokemon, I also look and stress about if I overlook the shiny. That's how invested I am in this. That! You're invested in me spinning in circles. Yeah, I know, there is always that paranoia. But if it happens, it happens. I've only missed one shiny in this game, and it was because it spawned and then immediately despawned. And I wasn't even hunting, it was just like a random encounter. It was a snow runt. Which was both tragic and funny. So, you know what? Though, I think, honestly, if there is a shiny, I'd almost rather see it and mess it up than not see it, because I think that's funnier. Like, if nothing else, you gotta get like a funny clip out of it or something. Like, if it's there and I don't see it, then I don't even get the humor of it. It's just sad. Let's give me a little funny haha. My trouble. And the good news is the nighttime lighting shouldn't make it more subtle. It should still be pretty noticeable. Probably. We'll find out. No, it should be very noticeable. But the real question is, will it spawn, It doesn't seem like very many spawn behind me from the way I typically have been facing. I'll have to see. If I get it, will it spawn in front of me, to the left of me, or to the right of me? Make our predictions. I have 15 minutes to find one, so give or take. I feel like I want it to spawn in front of me, because that would just be kind of a cool thing to see it pop in. But I'm not sure. That didn't seem like there was a lot there. I guess I could technically be counting, so there should be 15 of them. But I don't think I need to be that precise about it. If I miss one, probably wasn't shiny. Also, I don't want to go through the effort of counting. That'd make it even harder to... Hope you have a good day. I'm gonna go try to pick my eyes after staring at the bright colors of the Pokemon world. Sounds good. Yeah, I feel you. I'm probably gonna have to do that pretty soon, too. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Let's see. Nope. Don't start counting the increase. Yeah, no, it probably would. You're probably right. It'd make it go from a casual shiny hunt to a competitive one. Okay. We're just gonna be chilling here. Yeah, maybe I should look up the next woke game to complain about. I don't know what people are mad about these days. That's the joy of not using social media other than YouTube, and also having a web browser add-on that removes the fucking recommended feed. You just don't have to see all that shit. You forget that people complain about the most unnecessary things. Although at the same time, then you miss out on actual important like world events. So that's kind of the downside. I feel like I talked about this recently, where I'm like, yeah, I need some way to get news. And it's definitely not going to be through Twitter. I mean, I could always just use Reddit news section and not actually. But even then, I mean, there's probably still some algorithm on that, I have to imagine. It's not like it's just unfiltered. So I'm just more likely to see things that I regularly click on. Which, you know, causes you to miss stuff in the political world. You're only seeing certain parts of it. Who am I kidding? I probably would just read most of the titles anyway. I'm not going to read most of the articles, so it's probably not a very good way of getting news either. I mean, I try. If something actually sounds important, I try to read the article. Because, you know, that's definitely a very bad thing with social media, is just reading article headlines and then forming opinions on it without even reading them. Because so many article like headlines are set up in at least a semi-clickbaity way. You know, I mean, not in like a, you know, like in a, they're trying to make it sound interesting. You know, it's still accurate usually. It's not like some YouTube videos where the title is just completely irrelevant to what happens. But, you know, I think that leads to certain things coming across incorrectly, or people interpreting that incorrectly. So that's partially just an issue with social media, and I think just humans not wanting to read a lot. At least Americans. And I wonder how much of that has to do with the bad media literacy rate in America. I know that the like reading comprehension is like absurdly low for a, you know, developed first world country. I mean, I know my reading level's probably not great. Like, at least I can do general media comprehension. Yeah, I went to film school. But yeah, no, I can't sit on a high horse because it's not like I don't read for fun. Just not my thing though. I've definitely been more of a visual medium kind of guy for my whole life, or at least most of it. I mean, maybe when I was a really young kid I liked reading, but that was before I realized there were fun things in life. I shouldn't diss reading. No, there's a lot you can get out of reading, and that people get out of reading. I'm just definitely more of a visual person, visual learner. So. Okay. About 8 minutes left. Hopefully we can get this. I think there's still a decent chance. I feel like in that time we can see quite a few of them. Not a lot in the front this time. I mean, it'd be real nice to have a quick chance to get a shiny Numel or Camerupt, but I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. What can I do about it? I mean, I just go for it at a different point. That's what I do about it. Pick a different date for the hunt. Before I go to bed tonight, I might do an Encounter Power 2 test for a certain Pokemon that is planned for tomorrow. So I probably just go for like 10 minutes and just sort of get an idea. Just so I know how feasible something is. I like how I like hold the secrets close to my chest as if it matters. It gives me something to talk about. Yes, I think tomorrow I'm probably going to want to lead with Volcarona in the Great Crater. I could go for Larvesta, but honestly, Volcarona's a lot easier to spot, and I'm not... Like, Larvesta's shiny is not bad by any means. I just don't have as much of a desire for it. So I figure I go for that with the Fire type. It has to be Fire type because if I do Bug, we're gonna find a bunch of Venomoths, and I don't need a 4th shiny Venomoth. Which then means we have Fire type. But as we saw with the Numel Camerupt, I mean, I guess there's probably a spot where Numel is that there's no other Fire type. But I was thinking to go for Oricorio instead. And I have to see how good Fire Encounter 2 is for that. Because if it doesn't work, we probably will have to see about Numel. I could also do, like, Torkoal. But once again, that's only one Pokemon, so... And that way with Oricorio, because I can hunt up to 4 of them, and it'd still be valuable. Because I could just change the form at any point. So... I don't know which one of the shiny... I think the Fire one might be my favorite shiny of the bunch, but it should be Fire Flying. Because there's also a different, like the other side of Artisan Oricorio spawn, but it's pretty laggy over there. And the lag just sucks. So... Okay, unfortunately the clock is starting to tick down faster and faster. We only got about 5 minutes left. Come on, Sandy Gas, show on up for me, would ya? Please. For little old me. I mean, we can always do the ground thing again, because we do know about the Numel spot. So, like, I always have a ground type to go for. I mean, unless I end up getting some of them, but... And there's always another ground type I feel like to go for. I mean, I could always also try Ghost, because there's also Sableye I could go for. Although I don't know. I don't think that's going to be time of day specific. It's just cave specific. Down. Yeah, this ain't looking too good. We're probably not gonna find it. I mean, you know, there's still hope. We found the shiny B sharp like a minute before the sparkling power ended, so anything is possible. You know, don't give up until it's already over. And I mean, in that case, just, I mean, don't give up permanently on it, just come back to it later. I do want both of them. They're both nice shinies. I don't know, I guess we'd have to see if we'd rather do picnic kind of method or encounter power method. Oh yeah, I realized Fire with Oricorio. The one side of Artizone that I'd prefer to do it on might have Growlithe spawns. Not that I'd be against a Growlithe, it's just not what I'm actively looking for. I mean, Growlithe would be pretty nice, given I have both the Hisuian shinies, and they're very nice shinies. And Growlithe's shiny is also generally quite good. Same with Arcanine. I mean, if that's a risk I end up having to take, I mean, it's not that bad of a risk at all. It feels like they weren't spawning. I was like, hello? Oh, we have like 2 minutes left at most. Please! I mean, I'll know when the sandwich runs out. That'll be pretty obvious. It'd be real funny if that's when I find the shiny. I mean, we still got a shiny with the Herba Mystica, so I can't complain too much. But, you know, 2's always better. It can take a decent while to get the Herba Mystica. Yeah, I don't think we're getting that. I don't know what the odds are of seeing one with every spin. If we were to see 15, how many, what that makes the odds for each individual sandwich. I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's very low, but it's not like, not an impossibility. Oh, that's the quick star. I mean, I can't technically do this with Encounter Power 2. I don't think it's as worth it, though. But that's always technically an option, too, if I don't want to go for Herba Mysticas. I'm cramming in as many of these as I can as fast as I can. It's gotta be any second now. It's gotta be ending. Yeah, that's a Crabrawler. Any shinies now? Okay, well, we tried. We got the one. I can't complain too much. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get both, but hey. Sometimes Santa gas just be a problem one. Oh, we may as well get the photo of it real quick now, though. We still got one. You know, it's still a nice shiny, so. I don't want to be oh, we do need to heal it. Also, let's check if it has a title real quick. Lunchtime mark. You know, we take it. Do a heal, and then we'll kind of get a photo by the beach. I'm also gonna grab a couple of these hidden items that I've been ignoring. As a consolation prize. Yeah, well, we'll have to come back to this. I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow or not. I don't know if maybe we'll wait until Scarlet. Who knows? I want it to be raining. You gotta rain. Everything gotta block the bridge. Damn. In the meantime, let me check. We should have. Do we have some sort of fire encounter too? That we can do? We might not actually. That's really. I guess I could just do a fire sandwich, the sparkling sandwich, but then I risk the a shiny, and that would just be awkward. We really only have one, and I don't know how to make level 2 sandwiches consistent. Like, not even just at all. In the sandwich calculator, I don't quite understand it. Okay, I might as well just go buy the one from Treasure Eatery. I mean, the level 1 should be enough to tell me if there are, oh, I don't look at the outbreaks too. It'll be enough to tell me if it's a viable spot or if there's multiple fire types. Ooh, Toadskull would actually be a nice shiny to go for. That is on the want list. Quillfish too, technically, but not as big. Yeah, because Quillfish would probably be easier to encounter power. Or not easier, but it would be viable given I could... It's probably the only poison type in that area. In the water. But yeah, because Toadskull is also a trickier one to do. Okay, this is only $920. I'm not even gonna worry about saving and resetting. That's just cheap. Yeah, okay. We'll test this for like 10-15 minutes and we'll call it for the night. I'll just have to make sure we get the photos before we call it. Okay. Let's see how this goes! Yippee! Wahoo! Mario! Okay. Out of zone. Yeah, this is primarily just a Oricorio test. If I don't like the options, then we can go from there. How good is this spot here? Because, I mean, it's so easy to enter and exit town to see a lot quickly. Okay, yeah, so there is definitely Growlithe. Yeah, the way that these spawn, too, is just not great here. Unfortunately. Like, it's doable, but it seems like they really only spawn on the border of the town. And that they don't spawn any further. Then I'd have to, like, jump up there to see them. I mean, they do spawn over there, but we would be getting a lot of Growlithe as well. Not that that's bad, it's just not the ideal pick. I don't know, we'd have to know. We'd have to, like, do this with Fire 3 to really know. But it definitely would work. Maybe with Fire 3 it'd be fine. We'd definitely see some Growlithe. And we probably would have to keep going kind of back and forth just to make sure we see everything properly. Yeah, that one rock right there is a bit of a problem one. But being able to exit or enter and exit the town really quick is very nice for speed. There's just some inconsistencies with it. And not raining definitely makes my life a little easier too. So, yeah, okay. I mean, it's an option. I don't know if it's a good option, but it's an option. Okay, well, I didn't despawn off. Yeah, but they do spawn a decent bit out. Yeah, I mean, if I have Encounter Power 3, I can definitely do just, like, slightly more specific testing. To just figure out, like, what is the exact optimal spot. Yeah, outside of the potential Growlithe, I think this is fine. Let's go check the other spot real quick. That was part of why we came here. I shouldn't get too obsessed with that specific spot. Because I think this area would be the only fire type here. I think it gets pretty laggy here at times. Yeah, this would probably be slightly more ideal. Yeah, but like, look at the lag here. Is it only on this like part? Like, if it's kind of isolated lag, I could make it work. You look big. Oh, but there's Charcadet here too. No, it seems like it's a pretty small area where Charcadet spawns. Yeah, where the lag is and isn't seems kind of inconsistent. Random TM I missed. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's tricky because theoretically this is the better option. I don't know about an execution. The Charcadets that seem to pop up too is significantly worse than Growlithe because we already have full line. Not that they show up that much. But it's enough to make me mildly nervous. Because yeah, I'd much rather phase on a Growlithe than a Charcadet. It doesn't seem like there's that many Charcadet. Although when there's Encounter Power 3, I don't know. I like how now this has just turned into me hunting it. Not really what I intended to do. This is more just to test the situation. I mean, I think I'd rather try the other half of Artizone first, just purely because of lag. in this direction can I go before they stop showing up, out of curiosity? Is there like a spot over this way more that they spawn? That would be better. Just in terms of lag. Okay, now we're seeing Litleo. We can go a little further this way then. It seemed like, but nah, nothing too impressive. Okay, well, I think this would work. Nothing like crazy perfect, but either or spot could work. We just have to deal with a little bit of inconsistencies with both of them. So, okay, I should probably start wrapping up and not sit here and stall as much as I love stalling. So yeah, we gotta go take the photo too, real quick. And a guess. Okay. Let's go do that, and then we'll call it. And we'll kind of see what our general plan is gonna end up being for tomorrow. I really don't know exactly. We'll figure it out. I'll have to see if there's any other ideas I come up with for things to do besides just purely shiny hunting, just to kind of throw in some variety for me. There's another game I want to mess around with a little bit. I really don't know. I mean, the sooner I can wrap up Violet stuff, the better, but that means I have to burn through all the sandwiches, and I still think I have like 8 or some shit, so... Oh yeah, you look really cool though. Holy moly. Look at you. I'm curious how you react to stuff. Let's see. Wow. Wow. That's your sleepy face. Oh. Look at it snooze. Let's see you move. I don't think you move particularly fast. Oh, wow, you move shockingly fast, actually. That is way faster than I would have ever thought you'd move. Ah! That's kind of funny. Funny little guy. Let's see, actually, let's get photo for Bridget. Okay, let's just get it. This works pretty well for a photo. It's goofy. Cool. Let's switch you with Breloom. I mean, we're doing pretty damn good on shinies in this game. We're already starting to make good progress on the second box. Guess if there's any other items on the beach. Me hogging all the items for no actual legitimate reason. I wonder if there's a world where this beach is better for Sandy Guest. Probably not. I mean, I'd have to try it. I'm gonna... I mean, maybe. I don't think it'd be better for running around, but for a picnic it might work. Everything might be a little bit closer. I really don't know. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. Let me just sell a few items real quick. At Messagosa, and we'll wrap up for the night. And yeah, we'll kind of figure it out as we go tomorrow. The fire type's possible. I mean, we might see about doing Toad School first, actually, just because there's the outbreak, or at least look at it to see if it's something that looks solid, because, I mean, there's no way we do encounter power for it, I don't think. That just works better in the long run. Anyway. Let's see. What did I have to sell? Quite a bit. Oh, I need to buy more picks. Holy shit, this is a lot of money. Holy crap! That is so much more money than I thought it was gonna be. Can I buy any more Pokeballs? Probably should buy a few. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I mean, these get used a bit. Yeah, the only thing actually I think we'd be really buying for is, Premier Balls. Hey, I guess it's nice to have these in case I want any vitamins or some shit. Let me just get a few picks. I don't think I need any actual... Ooh, this is not where you get picks for reference. I forget which one it is, I'll be honest. It's one of them. Okay, well, I may as well buy a few more of you. Just because we went through a lot of that, as well as a lot of ham. Is that here? Okay, ham is not. Just making sure I don't run out of stuff on accident. Makes my life easier. There's the ham. Whoop. Hit back one too many times. Okay, I don't need to... Okay, okay. We don't need to buy that many ingredients. As long as we have more than 10, or 10 of each. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, we just go silver pick, because that's just the cheapest. Actually, we even could buy a little bit more. Hang on, let's buy like 8 more. Okay, that'll last us, I think, until we're done with this game, to be honest. So, okay, yeah, let's save and wrap things up. I think Bridget replied about the sandy gas tube type ghast. Oh, so that's my crazy update for the day. Okay, yeah, so that's gonna wrap up here. Next time we will keep shiny hunting. And I will be wrapping up here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Shimmy again tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.